It's too damn cold over here, Raidernation. I don't know if I'm gonna do this show. God damn, blah. Damn. I mean, if the Raiders can't perform under cold weather, I don't know I don't know if I can either. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. There's some bullshit I just wanted to do. Fuck that shit, bro. Fuck that. Woo! Raider Nation, man. What the hell is going on, man? What is up with you guys? Oh man, what a game, right? I don't even know. I actually stopped like taking notes of this game like by halftime. After halftime, I already knew this game was out of the bag. I mean, a little piece of me, just a little, had some type of confidence that we were actually gonna come out and freaking come back. But then again, it's the Raiders. We're not that type of team to come back when we're down big. You know, when we keep it close, then we have a chance. Other than that, I doubt it. Anywho, man, you guys already know the deal. The Raiders got they ass smacked by. Oh shit! You know what? I didn't update the I didn't update the score. Hold up. Let me change it real quick, Raider Nation. Man, shout out to everybody's in here. I forgot. We lost, what, 40-9? That was the score, right? 40-9. I was actually putting everything together, like, at the end of the game, and didn't really go into details with everything, but we got fucking smacked by the Chiefs, man. We weren't ready to play. Obviously, it was a cold game. Let me see if I could do this right quick for y'all, because I don't want people coming in during, like, the middle of this live streaming, like, yo, some more Raider, man. That's the wrong score. I'm like, okay, chill, bro, chill. All right, so hold up real quick, Raider Nation, man, while I get this situated and fixed real quick. I mean, what is going on with you guys? How you guys feeling? I mean, obviously, everybody's mad about this game. I am as well. Goodness, man. It was too cold. It was too cold on the east side. I don't know what the deal. I don't know what the hell is going on with the Raiders. Let me get this finished for you guys. Derek Carr, man, right? Derek Carr. That's my quarterback. But I'm not going to let him off the hook, you know. I don't give a fuck. All right, sorry. I mean, I know it's not all Derek Carr's fault, but, you know, he is the leader of the team. And that's why a lot of people, including myself, you know, are mad at him. Or would get mad at him. Let's get this changed up real quick. Sorry again, Raider Nation. I did not. Okay. And we're good. There you go. Change the score. It was 40-9. Even worse, we got blown out by this team, a team that I thought I didn't think that we were going to win this game. A lot of people did have us losing this game, honestly, but there was always a chance, you know, that we could at least make this somewhat competitive. But, you know, Derek Carr's history in the cold and at Arrowhead, it's not a good track record. And that's why a lot of people are mad at Derek Carr for the way he played. And today, man, I didn't care if we lost. Put up a fight, you know, like the way we looked out there. I know he really did look scared out there. I know he doesn't have a lot of help. And trust me, I understand that. And I understand our wide receivers. We don't have the best wide receivers out there to help him. You know, we do have Darren Waller, but everybody already knows him and everybody knows how to stop him. But we don't have a lot of playmakers on this team. But then again, I mean, a lot of people can say, you know, Tom Brady doesn't always have the best talent around him, but he gets the job done. But you know what? Derek Carr is not that type of quarterback. Derek Carr needs the weapons to help him out and succeed and whatnot. And today, Derek Carr, I'm honestly going to say, you know, he did look scared out there to play. He really looked scared and petrified, like, to not get sacked or whatnot. And then after he threw that first interception, the first throw he threw, that interception to Tyrann Mathieu, oh my goodness, I was already pissed off. And then they scored off of that. Let's go over the notes. You know, Josh Jacobs did a great job. Shout out to Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs had a great start to the game, and he actually transcended 1,000 yards. Congratulations to Josh Jacobs, the first Raider rookie running back to ever do that in the history of the Raiders organization, which is great. But, you know, then again, you know, back to the game. Someone like me, I know a lot of people can get happy about that Josh Jacobs surpassed 1,000 yards. But for me, like, that quickly goes away after how bad we lost. Like, I don't even give a shit about the stats that are out there. I know Josh Jacobs is doing his thing this year, but that stat means nothing to me after this horrible loss. We lost by, 31 points. 31 points out there, man. That is just crazy, man. And the way we lost it, we just played scared. Our defense, I gotta give some props to our defense. Our defense actually came in and did pretty well in the beginning. They were stopping Mahomes, getting 3-and-outs, and they can't do that all day. Our defense is not that talented to keep them, down all game. But they did what they had to do. Offense, they came out, played like shit. They didn't. I don't know if it's the play calling. Excuse me. I don't know if it's the play calling, whether it's Derek Carr, whether it's the wide receivers, but fuck that. It's a collective group. The whole offense as a collective group couldn't get shit done. I'm not gonna blame one person, but it just looked petrified out. They looked scared out there to play. The running game was probably the only thing that was actually working. But at the beginning of the game, when the Raiders were just running, I was thinking in my head, okay, it looks good, but there is no way in hell that we're gonna win this game or even score just running for the whole drive. There's no way, because Josh Jacobs, one, has got to get some rest. Two, he can't do that every single play because the defense is obviously gonna know that we're gonna run the ball, and they're just gonna stuff the holes and stuff the line and not let them run everywhere. And that's why I believe Josh Jacobs, he did his thing in the beginning, but throughout the game, it kind of dwindled down just a bit. But our offense as a whole was just horrible. Derek Carr was horrible. That second pick, that pick six, oh my Jesus Christ. That second pick, man, got me pissed off. I mean, I don't know, man. Derek Carr, I felt like he was just trying to get something done. He was trying to get the ball to a receiver, and he didn't read nobody. He didn't see that Thornhill was right there, and but it was a great play by Thornhill. I'm not going to take that away from him. He came in, swooped in, got the pick six. There you go. Nevin Lawson had an interception, basically a pick six at the beginning of this game, but he dropped it. And oh my goodness, the opportunities that we have on this team, man. We just keep kicking ourselves down. And that in particular, if you guys did see that play, Nevin Lawson, when Patrick Mahomes tried to throw it all the way to his left side, Nevin Lawson had the ball in his hand, and he had Green right in front of him all the way to the tub. Dropped the ball. The moment was too big for him, and that's why he's a cornerback. He can't catch the ball to save his own life. Whew, man. I mean, okay. So after the first interception by Tyrann Mathieu, it was basically easy for the Kansas City Chiefs to drive down and score a touchdown. They called there was a PI play that was challenged, and the refs actually gave us a call. Joyner had a PI in the end zone, and honestly, me as a fan, I'm not gonna be biased. It was a PI, but they gave us a call in our favor. But other than that, they still went down, got a touchdown, up 7-0. A stupid play that got me pissed off. What's the next drive after that score? Trevor Davis had the ball. He was returning the ball, and Levitt, oh my goodness, what the fuck was going on? That dude bumped into Trevor Davis. The ball was just sitting on the floor for like probably 5 seconds, and no one is around trying to look for the ball, and Levitt's just staring at Davis on the floor like, you do not realize that he doesn't have the ball in his hand? And then the Chiefs get the ball right back. Shout out to the defense for actually, shout out to the defense for holding it down. They did not let the Kansas City Chiefs get a first down, and it was turnover on downs because they went for 4 times and they didn't get it. Shout out to the defense. What did the offense do? Not a damn thing. We punted the ball right back to them. We punted the ball right back to them. Man, what else? Man, you know what? One big issue, other than the horrible play calling on offense, one big issue that we had, bro, were those flags, bro. Them penalties killed us. And as much as I want to say that the referees were just against us, I mean, they're always going to be against us. But every time we took 5 steps forward, we took 10 steps back. We had 12 penalties for 99 yards. That was horrible. And I don't know what to say, man. Penalties have been a big thing for this Raiders team. We cannot get it done. Holding penalties, offensive penalties, defensive holding, PIs, everything, roughing the passer. There's a lot of bullshit penalties as well. But Raidernation, we just can't clean up the penalties, and that's what's killing us as well. And the Chiefs didn't have no penalties at all. Let me double check. The Chiefs, I believe, had no penalties in this game. They had 0 penalties. 0 penalties to 12 penalties. Who's going to win that game? I mean, if you take the penalties out of the picture, I think the Chiefs still would have beat us anyways. But the fact that we had 12 penalties for 99 yards, that really killed us, man. I'm going to just go over the stats real quick. We didn't really have the greatest stats out there. Derek Carr was horrible today. He put up 20 for 30, 222 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. You guys already know that he had 1 pick six to the house. Josh Jacobs did what he did, 17 carries for 104 yards. He kept getting 100 yards, then losing yards, and then getting 100 yards. And by the end of the day, he had 100 yards. Darren Waller, our leading receiver, 7 receptions for 100 yards. Nothing really that big, Raider Nation, but come on, man. We really... I don't know. We just can't get nothing done, especially on the offensive side. Josh Jacobs is our only reliable weapon on the offensive side, honestly. Darren Waller is, but a lot of people already know what the deal is, and they know to stick him, and that's Derek Carr's security blanket. And if Derek Carr's going to play, scared out there, he's not going to get the ball to anybody. Tyrell Williams, I don't even think he got the ball one time, but we don't have receivers. Derek Carr doesn't have that poise to, play under... play in cold conditions. Come on, man. And you're just only proving Jack Del Real's comments, to be true. And if you guys don't know what happened earlier in the week, Jack Del Real had some comments about Derek Carr not being good and in cold weather. And for me, I'm one person to always look at details and feel like those are the reason why things happen. And I don't know why, but for me, every time, trust me, every time Derek Carr wears the long sleeves with that one glove, he has a horrible game. Like, just look back at all the games that he had, and I'm maybe I'm just reaching here, but every time I see him wear that, I'm just like, damn, we're gonna have a bad game. The Jets game, he wore the same attire, bad game. This game, bad game. Last year in Kansas City, bad game. I don't know why he just go out there with your one wristband right there and then just go ball out. That's the Derek Carr I like right there. Anywho, but that's besides the point. Let's get back to the game again. I know we don't have a lot of weapons on offense, like I said, but goddamn, man, penalties killed us. Max Crosby did a great job out there today. Max Crosby was all over the field as much as he can. He did what he did. Maurice Hurst had a sack, which was great to see. This bullshit play. Trayvon Mullen had an interception in the end zone, and they called it back. Bullshit, right? In my head, I'm just like, why can't y'all give us the penalty? We losing anyways, and we need a lot of help out there, man. Can you guys help a team out? Have a heart, But they didn't. They overturned the call. They gave it to the Kansas City Chiefs. They scored again. Overall, man, I don't really have a lot of notes. I just stopped taking notes by the halftime. We were already down by 21-0 or 24-0 at the halftime. But as you guys can see by the score, 40-9, we got our asses handed to us. Oh my goodness. And last week we lost to the Jets, and the Jets just lost to the Bengals. Oh my goodness. This team, we have got to keep it up. We got to pick it up, man. We're not out of the playoff race. This game would have been a huge game for the Raiders to win, and be number 1 in the AFC West. But now we're gonna have to, win it out or have a good record going out if we want to have a chance at the playoff spot, especially in that second wild card spot. I believe we have the Titans next, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the Titans, then the Jaguars, the Chargers, and the Denver Broncos, or switch over. It's I'm not gonna say it's an easy schedule ending off the season, but it's a good schedule for the Raiders to end off on. And I feel like, going back to we're going to go back to Oakland and play the Titans and then play the Jaguars. I believe those 2 games is going to be a win. We're going to have to win those games because we're going to be playing in an and I believe our team, when they play in Oakland, we do great things. And I don't know, just the magic in Oakland, they just love playing there, playing on the east side or playing in cold weather. The Raiders, they can't do that. I don't know why, but they just can't do that shit. Anywho, one thing that I said, if you guys don't follow me on Snapchat, you can follow me at Simone Raider. I was posting a lot of things, but I was just like, bruh. Going off how the Raiders have been playing, they played pretty bad for the past 2 weeks. Those tickets, hopefully they could go down because your boy trying to go to that last Oakland game, and I've been trying to look around for tickets, and goddamn, people are asking for an arm and a leg for them nosebleeds. And I'm like, goddamn, if I'm gonna have my nose bleeding, I ain't trying to pay, $300-$400 for it. But the Raiders have been losing, so drop a couple hundreds or two, but that's besides the point. And the Raiders are going to have to pick it up. These next two games are going to be huge for the Raiders. They're going to be at home. They're going to have to win it out. And we got basically two more. We're going to basically, I don't know if I'm missing another team, but I believe it's the Titans. You know what? Hold up. I'm going to look up our schedule because I don't want to be Raiders schedule. I believe we can win out after how bad we've been playing. Let's see how this looks, though. Okay, there we go. We got the Titans and the Jags at home, and then we finish off with the Chargers, which is another home game. You know what? That's 3 home games for the Raiders. We have 3 straight home games these next 3 weeks. The Titans, the Jaguars, and the Chargers in LA, and then we finish off with the Denver Broncos. So I believe these are 4 winnable matchups for the Raiders. I'm not saying that we're going to win, but we have a good chance at winning this game, Yes, I'm saying there's a chance. But if we do win these 4 games, maybe 3 of the 4 games, we could be looking at 9-7 or 10-6. My prediction at the beginning of the year was 7-9, which I believe we can easily do that. Just win one more game. But realistically, we can get 10-6 or we can get 7-9. 9-7 to finish off the year, and I believe that'll be a solid record to maybe squeeze it into the wild card spot. But who knows? It depends on how the Raiders want to play and end off this year. Now, I know a lot of people are talking about Derek Carr. How you feel about Derek Carr? A lot of people are saying, "Fuck Derek Carr. Let's move on from Derek Carr. I don't want to bench him." Blah 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 blah. Man, relax. Derek Carr, like I said, everybody's expecting him to be Rich Gannon or expecting him to be, Patrick Mahomes or a Drew Brees or somebody like that. Somebody like that. Derek Carr is a solid quarterback. He's not the best quarterback out there. He's not even elite, but he can get the job done. And for me, I'm still going to ride with him till the wheels fall off because, like I said before, I've seen a lot, ever since being a fan in 2003, I've seen a lot of horrible quarterbacks come in and go. And Derek Carr has been probably the only quarterback that's been okay for us. Has he been playing shitty? Yes. And I'm holding him accountable to that because Derek Carr has still got to get his shit done. But I'm not going to be bashing him to say, let him go, blah, blah, blah. He had a horrible game. He fucked up, yes. And he really has to clean that shit up because I know if he goes out like this, his time in Oakland or Las Vegas is going to be pretty short. And if the Raiders move on from Derek Carr, fine. I'm okay with that. Whoever they bring in, I hope they do good. But Derek Carr, I'm still going to ride with him for the rest of the season and see how the rest of the season goes. And I know a lot of people, when the Raiders win and we go on a 3-game winning streak, everybody praises Derek Carr. And then when the Raiders lose like we did today and last week, getting blown out, they start going for Derek Carr's head. So that's why I like to relax. I'm still gonna go off on him. I'm not gonna slander his name and say, fuck him, let him go, fuck his family, fuck his kids, hide his kids, hide his wife. Okay, I'm getting carried away. Anywho, but that's just what I think of Derek Carr. But I know a lot of people have what they want to say. But obviously, shout out again. I mean, that's all I basically wanted to talk about. I went over the penalties and the stats, but shout out to Josh Jacobs again for the 1,000 yards. And shout out to everybody that is in the chat, every one of my subscribers, everybody that joins my live stream. We are 160 strong right now. So shout out to everybody right now. Let's see who got the unknown Raider guy. We got KC, man. Shout out Carlos, Andre, Phenomenal, Homer, Donald, Jimzy05, Raiders for Life 52. Raidernation 620, Dale, Cheese Kingdom. Man, we got a Cheese fan in here, man. Shout out to Cheese Kingdom for watching this. I know you're probably happy, and I know you want to talk shit about the Raiders. You know what? You guys won. Handle that. I'd be talking shit about the Chiefs if we were to beat the Chiefs. Obviously, we did it, so y'all can have that. He said, you know what? He actually wrote something that I probably could agree on. He says, Carr waits for plays to happen and panics. The new style of play needs a QB that makes plays happen. I can't disagree with you. You got a good point, and I do see it when Derek Carr is under pressure and he feels like everything's not going wrong. Everything's not going right for him. He does start to panic, as you guys seen today. He was holding the ball too long, and our offensive line was actually doing good. I know our wide receivers aren't the best, and maybe that's the reason why he didn't want to make no more mistakes after that first time around Matthew interception. I know he didn't want to make another mistake. Obviously, he had a pick six. That's two big mistakes, and he was probably just trying to play conservative, try to play safe. But he wasn't. He was missing a lot of guys. There was a play where Josh Jacobs was just jumping and asking for him to, pass it to him. But Derek Carr wasn't even looking at him. He held the ball too long and got sacked. But that, let's see who's out here, man. Shout out to the nation that's here. Let's see. David H. Carr needs to get his passion for football back. Please show Raidernation you want to be out there. Nikolai said Derek Carr is still our franchise quarterback. He's still a quarterback. I don't know how long, but he is still our quarterback. Striker says those penalties did kill us. They really didn't. What, 9 penalties? What was it? Let me look at it again. I forgot how many penalties it was. 12 penalties for 99 yards. That could kill any team for any game. Honestly, it don't matter what team it is. Having that many penalties, you're obviously going to lose the game. But, there was a game where we actually won with 22 penalties. I believe it was the Buccaneers game in 2016. I know a lot of you guys did see that game. We actually won that game. But, yeah. Charles Ridley Jr. says, is Carr better than Tannehill? I believe so. I believe Derek Carr is better than Tannehill. Who's playing better right now? Ryan Tannehill is playing better right now. But as a quarterback, I believe Derek Carr is. Just look at Tannehill was okay with the Dolphins until, he was doing shit. But he goes into a new system, a new plays, a system that works with him. And he's 5-1 since starting with the Tennessee Titans. And I believe Derek Carr is that quarterback. If he could go to a place with the right system, the right players, the right team, it could be this team, but it's going to take more time. But if he could do that, I believe Derek Carr could be a solid quarterback in the NFL. I believe he's better than Phillip Rivers, but he just needs the right team. And I believe the Raiders, I don't know if they are. It just depends. But so far, he's been okay. Ruben Nava says, shout out to you, Samoan Raider from Salt Lake City, Utah. Win, lose, or tie, Raiders till I die. Amen, brother. Shout out to Ruben. Obviously, that's the motto. Everybody, I believe all Raider fans are just that way. I think when we lose like this, a lot of Raider fans just go at it and, they just want to go off on the team. And I understand that. Man. Yeah, a lot of people are agreeing with me, saying that Carr is way better than Tannehill. I believe so. But Raider Nation, man, you know what? I'm gonna give myself like about 3 to 5 minutes. If you guys have any questions, just ask it in the chat, and I'll definitely answer it for you guys before I leave. But I did want to come out. I know I haven't done a live stream in a couple of days. I mean, a couple of weeks. The past 2 weeks, I haven't been home. I've just been busy. But Raider Nation. Carlos Magana says, there's no excuses for losing this game in a blowout. No reason. I can't disagree with you. This game, the way it was, no excuses. I know there's a lot of things that go into these games, but at the end of the day, they have to win by any means. Whether we lose by 1 point or win by 1 point or get blown out by 31 points, there's no excuses. We just got to be better, move on to the next week, and just forget about this game. Let's see. Who else is it here? This is a big one right here. I'll just read it. LAFC Black and Gold 3252 Nation 3252. Damn, that's a long-ass name, brother. He says, what I'm used to hearing every Sunday. Holding offense, pass interference, defense, false start offense, offsides defense, offensive pass interference, offense, and last but not least, tripping. What the? Bruh, that was a great comment. It's true. Like, every single week, we get something. Trust me, watch a game. There's not a one Raider game that you watch where we get a big play, and then you see the score where you see a flag go on the field. There's not a game that the Raiders has ever played where we had a big gain of yards, and then there's a flag on the field, because that always happens, whether it's a holding call, offsides, or whatnot. We always shoot ourselves in the foot. But one thing that I really do want to say is, as bad as we played today and last week, this team is so much better than the team last year. The reason why it's just more frustrating this year is because we actually have hope. After a couple of games, we have a lot of hope. When we were on that 3-game win streak, we had hope. And right now, sitting where we're sitting, with all the things that's been going on with us throughout this whole year, from A, B to all the injuries to where we're at right now, I believe we're in a good position to still go out and try to win this whole thing out, or go out and try to make a playoff run. We still got a chance. Even if we don't make the playoffs, we had a chance. Last year, we had no chances, and we were living off of a fantasy dream. But this year, like I said, man, I'm okay with this game. I mean, fuck that. I'm talking too much. Fuck that. I'm not okay with this game. Fuck this game. I'm okay with the team. This team is okay. We just got to pick it up. This game, horrible. Last week, horrible. We got to pick up that shit. We can't be playing like this, especially against these type of teams. Okay, the Chiefs, okay, the Chiefs. But the Jets, we got our asses handed to us last week, and we got to pick that shit up. Anywho, bang, bang. I don't know why I did that. Bang, bang. Okay, I got one question right here from Young Raider. Do you think the Raiders are still able to go to the playoffs? Yes, we are. I just said that right now. But yes, we still have a chance to go to the playoffs. But we got to win now, or at least win 3 of the 4 games going out. It's going to be tough. The AFC, a lot of people are in the race. But if we win out, we have a chance. Let's see who else we got. Any other questions? Nobody want to ask a question? Raidernation 620, he says, man, my wife is so tired of the Raiders losing, wants me to change teams. She had enough of this shit. Man, tell your wife to relax, bruh. Chill out. I'm just joking. I understand. But ain't no way in hell I'm ever going to change my team. My wife, I converted her. Ever since the day I married her, she turned into a Raider fan from day one. And she was a Steelers fan, so, I had to upgrade her real quick. Anywho, but just tell your wife, relax, be patient. Yeah. I know it's kind of hard being a Raider fan. It's tough for a lot of us, especially for me as well. But you know what? At the end of the day, after every single year, no matter if we go 4-12, 0-16, 2-14, we still screaming Raiders, right? We still screaming Raiders, and we part of the Raider Nation. Yeah. Kyle White, do the Raiders get a QB, bro? When in the draft? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know if we do. Young Raider says, any thoughts on the Chargers? I think the Chargers are, I don't know. It's not their year. They're not that good of a team. We can beat them, especially in LA. But they're not really a good team this year. They have a lot of weapons, and they could be good, but they're not good. Shout out to Salvador Flores Martinez, man, for the $2 donation. And if you guys want to donate to the super chat, you guys can. It's right there. Just donate. It will help this channel just a lot. But, I mean, you guys don't have to. Salvador says, do you even want to go to the playoffs? What kind of question is that, Salvador? Of course I want to go to the playoffs. I don't want to go. I'd rather go to the playoffs and lose the first game than not go to the playoffs at all. Of course I want to go to the playoffs. I want to just win. I just want to keep winning and winning and winning. I never had a playoff feeling. The only time was in 2016. Other than that, I've never seen the Raiders in the playoffs. Obviously, that year was horrible for us in the playoffs, but yeah. Sergio Burgess says Super Bowl predictions. Obviously, the Raiders versus the Niners. Bay Area Super Bowl. That would be dope. No, okay. Realistically, non-biasedly, Ravens Saints sounds okay to me. I don't want to see the Niners in the Super Bowl unless we're going there and we're going to beat them. All right. Everybody's just asking me questions about the playoffs. Yes, I do believe we have a chance to go to the playoffs, guys. We always got a chance. We just got to win out or win the next 3 or 4 games. Okay. Now, last question. Sergio Burgess asks, Cam Newton as our QB. I love Cam Newton as a quarterback. It would be interesting to see Cam Newton in this offense with Josh Jacobs and hopefully a wide receiver in the draft. But nah, he's too injury prone. I wouldn't want him. Anywho, Raider Nation, man, that is all I have for you guys today, man. Shout out to everybody that joined the live stream. It was a horrible loss today, man. I just can't get this thing out of my head. Hopefully next week we go out and we win. Yo, Big Worm, I see you coming, bro. Tua. Hey, bro, I would love to have Tua Tagovailoa on our team because obviously I'm a biased Samoan fan. So, anywho, I know he's hurt right now. I don't know if he'd be ready by the draft season, but there could be a chance. Tua and Josh Jacobs playing on the same team, and maybe we go draft one of their wide receivers. Woo! We're gonna have Alabama and Clemson on our team. Let's go. Nah, I'm just joking. Anywho, Raider Nation, man, that is all I have for you guys today, man. Horrible game today, but shout out to everybody again that joined the super chat or joined the chat or joined the live stream. Hopefully next week we can go and defeat the Titans, who's on a hot streak right now. But with that being said, Raider Nation, if you guys are watching this video for the first time and you guys are not subscribed and you enjoy this content, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button. Would gladly appreciate that. And if you guys enjoyed this video, then please smash that thumbs up button. I would gladly appreciate it as well. With that being said, Raider Nation, this is your boy Samoan Raider, and your boy is, yeah.